Who's telling the story? You? Are you gonna tell a story? Tell me a story.
To the Circle of Olelo, to our sometime fire pit here in Aulani, where we share our olelo, we share our stories about different stuff like that. The kids can't come out. Let's come out here, tell some stories, share a little bit of culture of Hawaii, and sing ever so slightly off key. All right. Come on in, friends. You have to stand there. Come down here and be a part of the storytelling. Or just getting a picture. You have no idea I'm talking to you. Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's a video. It's going to be a weird video. Yeah. All right, let's see how awesome it is. Let's start this off. Aloha. Te komo mai. E Aulani. It's a special song for us here in Aulani because it talks a little bit about what we do around here. Speaking of our home here in Aulani, the story I'm going to share with you folks this evening is one of my favorite stories to tell here. I do love to tell this story. And one of the reasons I love to tell this story in particular is because this story involves a place you might be familiar with. The place down in that direction. It's a place called Pu'uloa. Now, Pu'uloa was a very important place back in the days of old. There are lots of local ia or fish ponds. There are lots of beautiful white sandy beaches up here, fishing spots, surfing spots. So Pu'uloa served as a gathering place for all the people of the Ewa district of Oahu. Now, Ewa should sound familiar to some of you, because some of you are staying right over here in the Ewa Tower. If you are staying in the Ewa Tower, let me hear it make some noise. Woo! At least 3 people. Okay, 3 people got rooms here. All right, if you're staying the opposite side of the Waianae Tower, let me hear that make some noise. Woo! Only 5 people here total have rooms here. Let's try it again. Anybody staying in the Ewa Tower, let me hear it. Woo! Everybody staying in the Waianae Tower, let me hear that. Somebody just blew their own room. Anybody not staying here needs to be escorted off. Your secret would have been saved with me. It's just you and me, Steph. So these 2 towers, Ewa and Waianae and Ewa, they get their name from 2 of the 6 or traditional land districts of the island of Oahu. Here in Ewa. You folks heard the stuff I was talking about. It comes on like right at the end, yeah? I know I see it kind of fast, so you kind of tell how off key I really am. But listen close, I can try again. Now, if you listen very close and very sharply and deep to that song, you will hear the phrase Aloha Pu'uloa e Alehele no Ka'apaha. Pu'uloa came all the way from the big island of Hawaii. He didn't come to follow these rules, no. He came to cause some trouble. He came to fill his belly with people! Now you might hear this is all Hawaii custom. They bring a whole kupu, bring a gift when we go visit them. It's one of the ways that we take care of our hosts is they take care of us. Oh my goodness, that sounds like one of the rules, yeah? What's rule number 1?
Take care of each other.
And that's the first rule of the Pu'uloa broke. As he brought no such gift for his host Ka'ahupaha. He just lurked outside the harbor, sniffing, smelling all those tasty looking people inside. Ka'ahupaha, she noticed about them. She called out to him, she said, or where they left him to dry out in the hot, hot sun. Oh, the sun was so hot that day that the giant momo shriveled up in its getting smaller and smaller and smaller still. So finally, all that remained of Pu'uloa was his tongue, sizzling there on the shore. The people of Pu'uloa went back to their normal life, back to their fishing, their surfing, their sandcastle making, and a little ileo, a little dog came cruising along, just a little beach dog. The dog noticed something there on the shore, he circled it, because that's what dogs do, they check stuff out. He pawed at it, he sniffed at it, he tasted it. Now what do you folks think a hungry little beach dog would do with a nice, tasty, meaty, savory morsel of shark tongue jerky like that? Exactly what he did. He ate it up. And that would seem to be the end of Pu'uloa, no? Except not quite. You see, the sun that was so hot that it dried up that giant shark. It was hot enough to make that dog want to go for a swim. So the dog ran down the beach, ran down to the edge of the water, and then he jumped into the ocean. But when he did, something began to change. The dog's body began to grow. Its legs began to shrink, its face changed shape, elongating. Oh, its skin turned gray, and out of its back sprouted, bing, a fin. You see, even though that giant mono had shriveled up in the heat of the sun, all of his manna, spiritual power, the very essence of his being, well, his manna didn't dry up with him. Instead, it concentrated what remained of the shark. Oh.